Hello there. Wake up. Come now, wake up. Everything is going to be all right. Hey, breathe. Breathe. You were asleep. You were dreaming. You're now in the waking world. Everything is all right now. Here. Take a moment. Breathe. Reorient yourself. What is your name? Do you know where you are? And do you know what the date is? There we are. I found that sometimes specific fact-based questions can help pull humans out of shock or an inebriated state and pull them better into focus. Are you feeling better? At least, not as disoriented as you were before? Yes, it's me, Connor. You appear to be having a nightmare, so I assisted you. I could sense your heart rate and brainwave function fluctuating, which usually indicates a nightmare or a very vivid dream in the least. I figured, since you work with the police force, that it was the former instead of the latter. You are welcome. You didn't interrupt anything. I was looking over case files for recent cases, but they can wait. It's past working hours regardless. I know that it may not be much and not the real thing, but sometimes after nightmares humans like to touch another being, to physically touch them and reassure that they are indeed awake. Would you like me to... Here. You are safe. You are in your house. You are in your own bed. Whatever was happening to you in your dream is simply that. A dream. And if it was a reliving of something that did happen in the waking world, you are no longer trapped in it. You can look at it with a rational and waking mind. I am also here with you, and I will assist you in any way that you need. Even if you wish me to stop talking and touch you, and simply be a presence. Even if you wish me to leave. Yes, understood. I won't leave you then. You are quite stressed, aren't you? There is tension in your shoulders still. That is understandable. Would it be too presumptuous of me to offer a shoulder rub? As an android, while I may not be completely knowledgeable about massage techniques, I have a comprehensive understanding of the human body, and can therefore infer techniques to be able to alleviate at least some pain, and if not that, simply offer that as a way to distract you from your dream. Excellent. Now, here. Move slightly, like this, so that I may sit behind you. Close your eyes, if you wish, and don't forget to breathe. Tell me if I go too hard, all right? Perhaps the words could be construed as vulgar, but I assure you that wasn't my intent. However, I am glad that it managed to laugh out of you. How does that feel? Sufficient? Not too hard? Good. Dreaming, even nightmares, is something so delightfully human. Dreaming is a human brain's way of parsing through events that happen in the conscious hours, be they good or bad. Logic does not rule in the dream realm, and almost anything can happen. It is true that humans have observed other animals dreaming, but at this point it is impossible to tell whether or not they have the same dream functions as humans. Do you think that a dog knows that it dreams? Or if it does, that it remembers said dreams? Does it have the same understanding of them as, say, a gorilla who can speak sign language? Is higher brain function required for the creature to even have an awareness of dreams, let alone nightmares? While other creatures may have dreams and even nightmares, the human race has their own experience with them, and each human within that race even has their own experiences. It is entirely unique, human dreams. Androids do not dream, since we do not sleep. The verbiage "go to sleep" was implemented since it made more sense to most humans. You forget so often it seems that we are not organic creatures. We are machines. A computer, if you will. We are just the same as a computer when put to sleep. We are still on, as it were, but our hard drive and various other systems are off. However, we can be awoken at a moment's notice. We do not have the function to dream. I could not tell you whether or not I'd want it, since I've never experienced it. But I have heard of good dreams, dreaming things that are impossible. And it is interesting how the human brain, even when not entirely conscious, has enough power to be able to create elaborate hallucinations. As far as android capacity and robotics have come, there is still no direct comparison with the unlimited calculation and storage space and the ability the human brain has. Say, if an android were to lose an arm somehow, it wouldn't affect us in the way it would affect a human. I have seen humans who swear that they can still feel a removed limb as if it was still there. That is the power of the human brain. The human brain can even trick oneself and completely block out memories of trauma so that the human body and psyche stay safe. There hasn't been, and isn't, a replication of that when it comes to technology. Sure, there is programming, but they cannot have it happen organically. I apologize, this probably isn't very comforting. You humor me with my observations. You would be one of the first to admit that you enjoy hearing me talk. Many find me too abrasive, too cold, sometimes as it were, considering that I am an android. I'm glad that my observations grant you distraction from your nightmare. Would it make you feel better, talking about your nightmare? Then it doesn't need to be discussed. I wouldn't want to be involved in anything that would cause you intentional discomfort. Then perhaps, if there is a time where you find that you do wish to talk about it, I will listen. Would you like to go back to sleep now? Or at least attempt to? I have an idea. Sometimes, dreams can in fact be influenced from the outside just before returning to sleep. For an example, if you watch a television show or think too deeply about something before you sleep. How about I read you something? Perhaps that will also help you take your mind off your nightmare and help you sleep. I believe I have the perfect story. It is quite the classic, but I believe that you'll enjoy it nonetheless. I do in fact have access to the entirety of books within the public domain, so no need for a physical copy. Go on. Lay back. Get comfortable. A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Chapter 1. Mr. Sherlock Holmes. In the year 1878 I took my degree of Doctor of Medicine of the University of London, and proceeded to Netley to go through the course prescribed for surgeons in the army.